that will take me into the season, and then how many different moods I can create from it.
Yep.
Well, this comfort waist skinny jegging, and I want to say that the lady standing next to me, Miss Thing here, got to it first.
I did.
So I said very graciously, okay, but she already had it on.
I was wearing it.
We love the comfort waist, and if you have ever seen the beautiful Diane Gilman commercial on HSN, you'll hear me talk about the comfort waist and say, this is going to revolutionize and overtake the fashion industry, because it is literally denim shapewear. The shapewear and the way we re-sculpt you gently is built right into the garment.
Oh, it's incredible. All right, colors. We've already sold out of the white. It's already gone. Yeah, totally sold out. So here we have.
How could we do that?
Indigo.
We haven't even shown it.
It's gone. Because you girls are smart and you go online before we go on the air. So there's the, that's the indigo.
Here is your mid-tone. Now remember, we are celebrating shades of blue. Blue on blue on the network. So you've got to pick one of the three of these as really a way to walk into the season. So there's
then we have this brand new crimson color. We have the deep purple. Love this. Now this, this is one I keep raving about. It started yesterday. I'm completely obsessed with the gold because it looks like, what do we decide?
Buckskin suede.
Buckskin suede. It literally looks like suede.
And because I think it's going to be an amazing boot year, but maybe an amazing boot year in suede, these colors come out. This, the beige, the Loden, come out translating like the finest suede.
Yes.
Because there's a very matte surface quality to SuperStretch denim. So it's very fashion footwear friendly. So, and then of course, we've got the black. We're always back to black again. But you know something? You love this, and do you carry your weight through the middle?
Yes, I do.
The same way I do. We both hate that, but we got to cope with it. It's what we got.
That's right.
And tell me what you love about this so much.
It is the waist, and the SuperStretch. So take the SuperStretch we talked about a few minutes ago. Just this crazy, soft, amazing, comfortable stretch. But the waist is magical.
Look at that stretch.
And I want you to see the waist on this.
It's crazy.
It is. It's nuts.
This is a sculpted waist. We call it contour, comfort, and control. We actually contour this to your body, but we cut it on the bias. So we don't put any elastic in it, no extra bulk. It's got tons of stretch. Then we give you no bulk because there's no front closure. And the pockets, but this little pocket guy is authentic. Pockets are sewn down here, so no pocket bags. To the back, we've got the shaping yoke. And we've also what I like to call, that slanted guy, I call him the Brazilian butt lift seam.
It is. It is.
And it's just that, and it's for that. We always put the pockets up higher as well. But the whole deal is, I've never, you may say, but Diane, you look kind of narrow to the front, but to the side, I'm like a hard-boiled egg cut in half. Flat back here. All the weight out here. This smooths me out. It evens me out. It gives me a leaner profile. So when I'm looking in a mirror, I'm not going, oh, no. I'm looking like, okay, this is under control. And at the same time, the comfort level is fantastic. It is enormous comfort level here.
It's like, you know what you do, you feel like you're cheating. It feels like you're wearing your jammies. It's crazy. And yet, look how cute these are. Now, I do want to mention this blouse I'm wearing. I want to show you the three colors real quick. And then, Diane, we're going to say hi to Carolyn.
Okay.
If you want the blouse I have on, it's brand new, it's limited, it's stretch. It is so adorable. It's that whole kind of boho
It's a stretch lace. So what I think
Deep
is
purple,
walking
gold black
into the season, you're going to pick your mood, whether you want to be boho or you want to be tailored. I'll tell you what, why do I love a skinny silhouette? I love it because any boot is going to work with this. Right now, you could be wearing it with a ballet flat, a flip-flop sandal. Come fall, you could go for a thigh-high boot. I love the ones that have the elastic in the back to the inside. This will take any kind of footwear. It will set any kind of mood for you. And the not-so-skinny girl is perfect in our skinny comfort waist jegging. Carolyn, I'm going to ask you to hold on for 1 minute, and I'm going to see if we can show our before and afters in comfort waist.
Sure,
because I think it's important for you to see. Now, this is a little painful. You know how they put a disclaimer on a movie beforehand? I'm going to give you this disclaimer. That brand to the left was 4 times the price of our SuperStretch. It's by a very famous undergarment company that does control undergarments and went into denim. It seemed logical. That is just, I mean, I have never seen an other brand that was that awkward, and they actually put a side zipper into it because you couldn't get into it otherwise. Then you see comfort waist on the right, and you see how it smooths you out. You see how it's higher. You see how SuperStretch accommodates you. Then the next picture we'll show you is back profile view very quickly. See how high ours comes up. See how much it holds you. And I must emphasize to you, ladies, that's the same body, the very same model, left and right, taken consecutive photos on the same day, and then to the back, you'll see where it helps lift the derriere. But all in all, this is such a great jean, and I love it because I wear a lot of out and over, Suzanne. So I love the fact that there's no belt loops. I love the fact it holds a tummy in the high hip area.
No bunching around the waist.
It is a 3.5-inch contoured waistband, and it is truly a little workhorse. Well, let's go to California.
Your home state?
I love it.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for taking my call. This is a real delight.
And for us as well. So we understand that you are perhaps a DG2 fan.
No kidding. I have a walk-in closet that contains over 50 pair of your pants and at least 30 of your tops, because that's all I wear.
Wow.
And why?
It fits good.
Yeah, and I think that fit past a certain point in your life when you can't take fit and your body for granted, it is the key element to enjoying a life with style.
Well, I get so many compliments in the supermarket and anywhere I go, and I'm 78 years old. And
excellent.
I just feel so good. In fact, I have on right now your chocolate SuperStretch. The pull-ons.
Yeah.
This, you made a top. I think it's a mushroom color, and the pocket in the front has a flag on it.
Yes, yes. Wow, you're the 3rd person that called today and said they were wearing that jean. Incredible. So do you not find also that when that box comes to your door, your anticipation is sort of blown away, because a $49 jean by DG2 is not a $49 jean you find in a store?
Diane, I was going to give my American Express a vacation this month until you came on yesterday. I spent $500 already.
Whoa! You know what? I'll tell you something. To me, it's a great investment. You know these are your go-to pieces. You know they're going to remain comfortable, have incredible memory. They wash like a dream. I mean, this is not about frivolous fashion. This is about real workhorse pieces that you wear and love every day. And I always think that's a valid way to spend your fashion money.
It's true.
You know your top that's long on one side?
Yes.
I now have every color.
You know what? That's Suzanne's favorite top.
I love that one.
She loves that top.
That one
so
too,
she's right there with you.
Yeah, well, Carolyn, thank you.
By the way, Carolyn, what part of California?
Rancho Palos Verdes.
Oh, that is so gorgeous there, you lucky girl, you. Well, you know what? No more perfect climate to enjoy your DG2s. Thank you so much for calling us tonight.
Thank you so for bringing this to the women of the
Always
world.
my pleasure.
Absolutely.
Believe me, I am your advocate and your biggest champion.
And to that point, Carolyn, thank you, but to that point, since she created the whole DG2 phenomenon, she's written a book about it. She's now blogs about it. She's actively interviewed all over the world about how she is changing the face of how women feel about wearing their clothes. And I think that's a real testament to what she's done in the world of jeans. And Diane, thank you for doing that, because everybody had forgotten a group of women for many, many years, and that was kind of your passion, has been, of saying, no, wait a minute. We still want to be in the game.
You know, we're aging differently, and we're aging and living longer. And the longer we live, the more active we are, the more we need to look good, and the more we deserve to look good. And what I found as I aged, Carolyn, was honestly, there were just no clothes for you after 45 or 50 years old. Nobody wanted to dress you. You were supposed to just sort of like disappear into hide-me clothing. And I just got up on my high horse and wouldn't let that happen to me, designed the first DG2 jean, walked down the street, saw that I was getting some attention again, getting some very approving looks. And people even treated me differently. They treated me like I was younger, hipper, more in the swing of life. And I thought, wow, if that does this for me, maybe it could do it for millions of women. Here we are today, almost 7 million jeans later in 8.5 years, just in America alone, have taken this around the planet and really found not only is a perfect fitting jean the international language of fashion. You don't need to speak the language in the country you're visiting. Sure. You just need to look great in a pair of jeans. You're taken care of. But it just made me feel like I was so connected to my youth. It was just an amazing and glorious feeling, and now I think so many millions of women feel exactly the same about DG2.
And guess what we're going to find out? After I give you an update real quick. The crimson, almost gone. The gold, my new favorite crazy color that I'm so in love with.
That.
This will sell out in this airing. If you want the gold, you got to do it now. And also the olive is very limited as well. So these awesome new colors, very limited.
That is so beautiful. You know what?
I love it. I love these colors.
That is moss on the tree.
Oh, it is. It is.
And I love... I know you just got a boat. I'm a cat. I'm a Leo. So I'm not comfortable on the water. Really? And you're comfortable on the water?
Best place for me to be.
Woo! I want to be in the forest. I'm hiking.
Really?
I'm going up to the Adirondacks hiking as soon as I leave here.
She's glamour hiking, though, just
yeah, well, kind of glamour hiking. I've got some pretty cute hiking outfits together, and they're all based around DG2, trust me.
I want to do this real quick. Steer's joining us from California. She's first time ever buying Diane Gilman DG2. Hello, welcome, Steer.
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
We're good. Now, first time ever for DG2?
This is my first time ever purchasing your product.
Wow.
I'm always skeptical about jeans, purchasing it, especially, you know, from TV, online, because my body type, you know, I have a small waist and a big hip, and I'm 5'6", so nobody really thinks about people like me, but
we do.
Thank you so much, Diane. Thank you so very much for thinking of women over 50.
Oh, please. You know what? Yes. I got to 50, and I felt like, wait, hello, I'm still here. I want to be dressed. I'm at the peak of my career. I have money to spend, and I know where to spend it in the fashion world. Nobody wants you. So I came in as personally being up in arms, but also I realized if I felt that way, millions of women must. And so I hope that I have made that many other women happy, and I think you are going to be thrilled with your DG2s. I think you're going to find this is more like $185, $200 jean than a $49 jean, but that's the other beauty of DG2.
Well, you are so right. I can't believe the price. I bought 2 of them. Yeah. You know, and then I'm 5'4", so 29 is my inseam.
Perfect.
Should I have gone up to the regular or stayed at the 29, you think?
Well, I'd stay at the 29. And know that you've got 30 days to return it. Here's what happens. You're going to get it home. You're going to be amazed at the stretch and the comfort level. You are going to find your 2 sizes in DG2, which means extra small, small, medium, large, 1X, 2X, 3X, and then also sized from size 2 to 16, 16's women's to 24. Once you find your size, no more guesswork. We're always consistent.
I love your measurement. That's what attracted me.
Oh, totally.
Also, your passion and the measurement, and people, you know, raving about it. I am a customer for life now. You know, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to order more items as I go along. I waited for you for a couple of weeks to come on.
That's awesome.
That is so sweet. And, you know, it's so funny, but I was really born with a passion for design. And then when I came on TV 22 years ago, I thought, wait a minute. I think I could do this. And I found my second passion, which was communication. My third passion became when I turned 50 and beyond, and I realized I could be an advocate for women and make you all feel better about aging. So I just celebrated a big birthday. I am truly the most blessed of women because I love what I do, and it is just my nature to want to make everybody happy around me. So if I make you happy, I've done my job. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Diane.
Pleasure.
And thank you, our host, too. Thank you, both of you. I can't wait to get them. I can't wait to get them.
You are going to flip when you try them on. Thank you.
You are.
And it was funny when I was getting dressed, and I got to pick these first because she wasn't around. And I picked one, you know, and then whatever. Anyway, so I slipped them on, and even as I was putting them on, I'm like, and I have these. I have the modern boot cut. I got the baby bells coming up. I have them all. And I put them on again tonight. I said this before. I've never worn a fabrication where every time I slip it on, I'm in awe of it.
Yeah.
No, you do.
Isn't that wild?
Every time you slip it on, you go, gosh, I appreciate this stuff.
And every time you slip it on, you know, they'll say to me in my green room, which is our equivalent of a dressing room, although I never understand why they call it green, because it's never green. Yeah. Right? Do you ever wonder about that? Yeah. I wonder about those little things in life. Anyway, I'll always say, you know what? I just had a huge meal. Give me 2 sizes. Give me the size up and give me my normal size, because I don't know. Right. I will always get into my normal size in SuperStretch. I never have to accommodate what I've ate or gaining 5 pounds because it's been my birthday week. I've had so much birthday cake I can't even, it's coming out of my pores.
You know what is even more remarkable too is you slip these on and instantly you have built-in confidence for the whole day.
Well,
like if you ever
for sure.
But if you ever worn an outfit, and she hates wearing gowns, and you can tell it. She had to wear a gown this one time, and the whole night she's just like.
Isn't that funny that I'm a fashionista and
wearing gowns.
I hate anything that isn't easy for me. I want to look good, but I want it to be easy. You know what I mean.
And that's exactly the philosophy behind the entire collection. You look great, you look hip, you look chic, you look sexy, fashionable, and yet you're comfortable from the bottom of your ankle clear up through the top of your shoulders when you have Diane Gilman on. That is the key.
And this is as simple as slipping on an exercise legging, but the fabric is the key, and you will never have a more luxurious, a softer, a stretchier denim. This is truly 6 inches plus in the waistband is kind of not even adequate to describe this, and definitely 10 inches plus and counting. Look at that. In the hip area. So when you sit, you spread. You don't ever get that red rim. You don't ever get those creases across the tummy. You know, I was talking about the fact that now it's going on to four months, which is incredible. But I had to have surgery in my abdominal area, just correct a condition. But there's a scar there, and I had to be back on air 4 weeks later with this lady to do a TS, and the TS was SuperStretch. I was really fretting. It was like, oh my gosh, and it's got to go right across. I kept saying to Suzanne,
it felt like it was kind of
I said, I can't believe it. I'm getting mild support. I feel like held in and secure, but at the same time, it feels like a cloud floating on your body. And I think when you get these home, or the SuperStretch boot cut, modern boot cut that I'm wearing, anything in SuperStretch, you are going to realize how much energy you use during the day compensating for the uncomfortable aspects of other clothing that isn't DG2. When you get into these, you have a spring to your step. You have a higher energy level. You have more energy to burn, and it is a constant caress against your skin.
That's such a great point, too.
Isn't that wild?
And you really, and we're going to say hi to Ellen in New York. Ellen, hang on.
Yes.
But to that point,
I'm homesick.
It's so true. Other clothes are energy suckers, and you don't even realize it until you switch to her jeans, and then you never have a care in the world after that. You don't even think about it, so you can focus on the things you really want to focus on: your work, play, fun, enjoying your day, having a great life. Kicking back. Relaxing is really relaxing.
Yeah, but the thing I also love is, you know, I went to Capri, and Roberto and I did this collaboration together. So I went to Capri July 4th, so it was really only not even 8 weeks after my surgery, and I thought, I don't know about this. You know, you're getting on and off boats, and you're on an airplane for 10 hours, and it's a long, like 3-hour drive down to Naples, where you get on the boat. Gosh, we had so much fun together. This was such a beautiful trip. There we are at the formal party. I wore this absolutely outrageous dress that was actually based on SuperStretch underneath, and I just sailed through that trip because I was wearing SuperStretch, because it was so pliant, so movable, so wearable that it absolutely worked for me. The fabric is so amazing. The philosophy of the penultimate fit to it. So if you have a small waist and big hips, or you're built like me with a giant waist and no hips, I always say I'm like SpongeBob SquarePants. It's straight down.
Two little pigs.
That's it. Then, you know something, you are going to see the real miracle that SuperStretch creates, because no matter what shape you are, once you find the right size, it is just, you're going to say, wow, this feels like it was tailored personally for me. And you know, in a way it was, because I was not going to just lay down and give in to aging. I said, I'm going to negotiate with Mother Nature. And part of that is having the right clothing that really works for you. This is what we call a solution-driven garment. Because of that, you just body held in, everything feels secure, lean and mean, no obstructions, no extra bulk. It's fabulous. And
by the way, this doesn't curl down. If you're freaking out,
that is so true.
It's totally, and it hugs you. It's like a nice little soft hug around your waist. I want to get Ellen in real quick from New York.
Because I'm homesick for New York. Hi, Ellen.
I've been meaning to call for a while, and I finally got to it.
Here we are.
I wanted to mention that you keep talking about aging, and it's good for as you get older. I wish you made these when I was 24.
I wish I made them when I was 24, but you know what? I don't think the idea would have come to my mind.
No, let me tell you why, though.
Oh, okay.
I had an ileostomy that I got when I was 24, and I'm 65 now, and I stopped wearing jeans because I couldn't wear jeans anymore because they were too tight.
Yep.
Or else, in order to fit over, they would have to be huge, and then they would be huge at the waist.
Right.
And it wasn't until I found you a few years ago that, oh my God, these are comfortable.
Yep.
And they fit at the waist and they fit at the hip, and I travel in them because they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
I wear them all the time.
Isn't that fabulous? I'm so glad for you. And I mean, I echo that, because really after the surgery, I really wondered with Big Scar what it was going to be like getting into jeans again. I mean, I was walking around the house. I was at home in bed for a month, like wearing extra large men's sweatpants up to here. I looked like Humpty Dumpty. And the minute I got back into SuperStretch again, it was like, Oh, how fabulous. What a relief. So, Ellen, really enjoy, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Ellen. Take care.
Okay,
Bye.
Have a great evening.
Bye.
And by the way, again, two of the most successful silhouettes of all time are the Jegging Skinny, which is her skinny jean, and it's a legging. So think of it as a legging with super stretch together.
I love
it's
just
amazing.
pulling it on.
And
This
the
is
boot
incredible.
cut. And
Yeah,
we have
and the modern
lots of
boot
choices
cut.
tonight, too. Very quickly, the colors. Remember, denim is the hit this season. There's 3 different shades of denim. The indigo,
Chambray, mid-tone, and indigo.
and then I love this. This is a brand new color this fall season, which I think you call
You see a lot of,
beige,
yes,
right?
a lot of beiges have a little more warmth to them.
Love
That would be that.
Purple, deep purple.
Like eggplant.
Olive.
Most beautiful, looks
Fabulous.
like Loden green, like we should have called it moss. Gorgeous
last call
color.
on that. Way last call on the gold.
Okay.
And it looks like
This
suede,
has
feels
been
like suede.
sensational all day.
Love that. I want a pair of those. Crimson, last call on that. And then,
And
of course,
black.
when in doubt, go for the black.
Oh, I would
This
definitely
is
be
easy.
collecting that.
So easy. And we've got FlexPay, and remember, at limited time on all this great fashion edit pricing.